Showtime.
So, this is Leo Gilling coming to you live from Tamarack this morning, and through carryvibes.com, Jamaicans.com, and also Moment to Remember Photo Studio at 44th Street in Sunrise. Today in studio, for the first time, I am having the pleasure of interviewing somebody that I've really loved for a long time. Met him a few times. We planned to meet, but today it is, right? Today is the day. There's no time than today. Freddie McGregor, OD.
Yes, sir.
Leo Gilling.
Thank you, Mr. Gilling.
Good to see you.
My pleasure.
Yes. And let me tell you something. I've done a whole lot of life experiences in parties, dancing to the music of Freddie McGregor. And here I have Freddie right here with me. This is just the greatest thing on earth, right?
Yeah, man, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, man. I know you started your career. I'm going to take you all the way back, Freddie, right? Because, one thing with me when I interview people, all I do is talk about their life history.
Okay.
Not necessarily about music, because people want to know a little bit about your life, right? Yeah. So I know that you started your singing career at age 7. 1963.
Whoa! You have me down pat. But yes, it is true.
Tell me about that, because those days we had ska. How did ska turn?
In 1963, as I remember, it was almost the ending of ska.
Right.
Going into
rocksteady, yes.
So the beat had slowed down somewhat.
Right.
Because the earlier ska, they were fast.
1959, 1960.
Exactly.
Yes.
So 1963, it was kind of tapering down, coming on to rocksteady. So I have a song that's available on YouTube called After Laughter by Little Freddie.
Yes.
There's another one called Do Good and Good Will Follow You by Fitzy and Freddie.
Oh.
And Fitzy happens to be Ernest Fitzroy Wilson.
Oh, Ernest Wilson.
Right, so
okay.
Mr. Dad, find some strange ways of putting things together and groups together and matching people. So he had released a number of songs under the moniker Fitzy and Freddie. But that's actually Fitzroy Wilson, which is Ernest Wilson, and Freddie McGregor.
And as a young kid?
Little Freddie, yeah.
Little Freddie.
I was 7 years old. Ernest couldn't have been more than about 12 at the time. So Ernest and Peter were all from Clarendon.
Oh, I was going to ask you where you're from. Which country you come from? Which part of Clarendon?
I was originally born in a place called Gilling, which is Fairburn, Clarendon. That's Upper Clarendon, on the northern side, close to Frankfield, close to Cave Valley, Chapelton.
Yes, I know about Chapelton.
But then my parents had moved down to Veer when I was very young.
Okay.
And so we ended up living in a place called Hayes.
Yes, I know about Hayes.
That's where Veer Technical High School, etc. So I used to attend Hayes Primary School. Ernest Wilson used to attend Hayes Primary School. Peter Astin was already out of school. So Ernest and I will live like 2 blocks maybe from each other.
Okay.
And we both went to the same school. There was an old piano at our school.
I was going to ask how that came into.
And Ernest is the man who plays the piano well. He plays guitar. Ernest is a real serious musician. So every Thursday we usually have like what we call a jam session.
Yes.
And that's how the whole of that vibe started. Well, becoming excited about music and listening to Ernest and Peter and love what go on, love the vibe, and Clarendonians and mash up the place.
Yes, I remember.
And these are my friends from right here, so
right.
And maybe one day I can go town with them and become a singer.
Yes.
And started to go by Ernest's house, and me and Ernest really developed a relationship from school. And every Thursday we sing, play the piano, we sing out, and people start to say, yes, Tiny boy can sing, because my mother name is Tiny. Miss Tiny is a teacher. She teaches kindergarten students. Most of my friends were taught by my mom before we went to primary school.
Yes.
And so every day, evening after school, we're on Ernest's house. Ernest's mom, her name is Miss Etlin. And Miss Etlin used to work at Veer Technical High School. I can remember her right now today in her blue uniform.
Oh my God.
And that's where the whole rehearsal and everything started. And eventually, you start singing along with them, and usually, if you spoil up people thing, them are going to slap after you or stop you in your tracks or whatever. But, you know, it was going on. Peter never said anything, Ernest never said anything, so apparently I was doing alright. Yeah.
So you were a lead, right?
No, I was singing harmony.
You were harmony,
Ernest
okay.
and Peter too.
Okay,
wicked singer them.
Oh my God.
I remember now me just a coming because them a bring me in.
Yes.
And we went on rehearsing and everything went well. So one Sunday it was time to go to studio. For them to go to studio in Kingston. But by then them have Shooby Dooby, You Can't Be Up, the Rude Boy, Ghana Jail. You name the bad tune and by Clarendon. Those were mashing up the place. So it was really fun and excitement going into Kingston with them.
Wow.
Because you get a chance to experience superstars now and the people you're listening to every day. They are at this particular studio where we go. Yes. So you might get a chance to see them. So it was all excitement for me. However, my settling was Ernest's mom. She came around to my mom's house because they are friends.
Yes.
And she shouted my mom and said, Tiny. And Tiny said, oh, Jetta, my mother called her Jetta. Original call. And she said, them boy go town Sunday, go studio and them now left him, get him ready.
Oh my God.
And my mother said, well, Jetta, I don't have the money for send him. And she said, no worry about it, me get paid Thursday.
Oh,
wow. She get paid every second Thursday.
Yes, they call it fortnight.
And she promised to pay my fare. So my mother started getting me ready on the weekend, you know. I have a little Shiner's pants. As I use them time that you have like what we call a Sunday best.
Yes.
And I country over there.
We know that, man. We know that.
Kingstonian.
Yes.
So my mother look after my Sunday best, my nice Shiner's pants with a seam. Stand up in I have a little black pointed toe shoes.
Yes.
And I have a white bush jacket like Michael Manley. So I mean it was back in that day,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
But I was very proud, and if you have a Kingston, then you know you wear your
best.
Your best.
Yeah, man.
And just counting down the days from Thursday when my settling get paid to Sunday. Well, a bus station was about 1.5 miles from where I live.
And at the big bus, right?
Yes, man. Near Clarendon coming.
Oh, okay.
The ladder where you climb
up. Climb up on it and show them the banana and thing on it. Yes, yes.
And then, yeah. So, when the bus blow, it's on at the terminus like 5 a.m. in the morning. Yes, we can hear it.
Okay.
So we know what time to go through the little shortcut at the back.
And by the time to get to the bus, yes.
So my sister had boiled a thermos of tea for me. My mom gathered some newspaper with them pushing on my chest.
So you're not from it?
Well, me never know until
yes.
So we can teach you now. So if you travel long distance,
put some
you put newspaper in your chest, you won't vomit at all. I learned that. And then my sister gave me a nutmeg.
Okay. And you put it in your mouth.
And then them give me a little change for buying a little peanut and ice cream and thing. So the fact that I was like one of the first people on the bus.
Yes.
Because we're come almost from the terminus.
Yes.
You have choices of seats. So you know, going to Kingston, you want a window seat.
Window seat.
Some of them are trying to map out the thing for say which side.
Yes,
you
yes.
Get the best view.
Yes.
Anyway, I boarded the bus right
real countryman this.
Yeah, man. There's some people afraid for tell the truth.
Yes, I.
That's how we know it. So I boarded the bus. You know, my mother, my sister, everybody gave me a hug and goodbye and give me a little money, push them pocket and just my mother and my sister go back through the shortcut and go home. The bus continued. When I reached a town square in Hayes, Peter and Ernest was there.
Yes.
And of course, my settling.
Yes, my settling. Because she go pay for
yeah, man. She didn't fear and everything. But she did put Ernest in charge of me, although Peter was the bigger one.
Right.
But Ernest and I were tighter. Because we see each other every day. Remember, we go to school together, primary and everything. Yes. So the last thing she said to them was, remember, when you reach at the cemetery, you reach downtown. That time I don't understand, but like cemetery.
I'm
in my country, but
yeah.
Country where I come from, I go
the cemetery.
So it's like going to New York, you know.
The cemetery is a marker.
Just remember, when you reach the cemetery, that means you're downtown. Ask the driver, put you on the Patty Pan bus. Number 13. and it would take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's JOS bus.
Yeah, Jerry's that was smaller bus. You remember some of them? Smaller one, we call it Patipan bus. It usually ply the road at Denham Town and round jungle and stuff. And it's number 13, I remember the one there. It came up Brentford Road and turn off on Elgin Road, go around the Chinese cemetery and go into jungle. So he dropped us off right at the corner of Elgin Road and Brentford Road and point to the studio and said, "It's the studio right here." And so we walked up to the studio, and when we walk, everybody start read Ernest and Peter like everybody long for see them and everybody love them and cause them have the tune them and mash up the place, man. Yes. And so me with them now is like a part of it.
Yes.
So everybody else said, "Ernest, are you look a brother there?" I must say, "Yeah man, look a Freddie McGregor singing now. Hey guys, sing with them here." But it make up a little song here, Roll Dumpling Roll.
Yes.
Roll dumpling roll, roll dumpling roll. If you want to know how dumpling sweet, dip it in a coconut and put-do-do-do-do. So
did you record that?
you know, I never personally recorded
You need to do that over.
But my son, Steven, had recorded that song with Tiger, and I'm sure we have it on studio tape in our studio.
You need to put that.
And I must dust that song off.
Yes, and put it back. Yes, that was really nice.
That was a song that really grabbed people's attention in his, and everybody started giving me tuppence to sing the dumpling song. So that's how we make money for go to school.
Tuppence is 3 pennies.
When you get that tuppence, you buy Buddha and
soda and everything.
Them what I want with them share the ice and put my hand in
snow cone. Yes.
Enough of that to buy, because when you get tuppence, all of my friends have lunch and things. So that went on for a while, and that's how the popularity started to grow, and that's how I made up that little song. So when I came to Kingston, every chance, everybody, "Ernest, I look a brother that." I say, "Yeah man, he can sing. Hey guys, sing, make him here." Bust the dumpling tune. And then now, everybody at the studio found favor with me.
Yes.
So I never had to go through what I saw when I arrived there, which was an audition with a long queue of people waiting every Sunday morning from 9 o'clock. There would be a long queue of people from country who come up for audition. Some carry the longest bunch of banana, some carry the biggest hill of yam.
Oh my God.
Country people carry everything they could find from Saddam and the people around. Because them coming from country, them have it like that, them coming to town, and some people want to impress you too.
I'm so happy to hear this.
Everybody would have a banjo with 3 string or 2, and a man having guitar. So the people who were doing audition at the time was Bob Andy.
Right, I know Bob.
And next man named he lives in Germany now, named Tony Gregory.
I know Tony Gregory too.
There was B.B. Seaton from the Day Labs.
Yes.
Those were the people I remembered doing audition. So the line would be long, and for example, Bob Andy would say, "Alright, you next." Next man walk up. Here I am now. And take up me, checking and checking and doing thing. And Bob would say, "Alright, come back 3 weeks time." And I'm just happily and saying, "Yes, thank you, 3 weeks time." He said, "Same time, sir?" "Yes, same time." Alright, next. Chicken you. Say, "Yeah, you stand over here, wait over there." Next. And that I go on for half a day.
Same sift
every Sunday, yes. And the ones who sound good, I get a chance, yes or no. The one who not sound so good, come back 3 weeks time, work by your thing. And then when you have this group here now, you pick from this group who you will work with now and who will come next week.
Total elimination.
So yeah, that's how it used to be, and that's why you ended up with so many great talents, because you had to go through that process, and you had to be a real talent to be able to record inside a 13.
We don't do that anymore, right?
With Jackie Mitu and a great Scatterlights. You couldn't be playing around.
So there is no
that don't happen anymore in life.
I'm just
totally different. I'm just saying a star, and I'm have some money from where and get it, and just turn a star and pay the media to become a star.
Oh my God. It's let me ask you this, because you actually, I didn't realize that you grew up into the studio. I didn't even.
I did. Because I was the only artist who was allowed inside the studio at Studio One during those days, because after the first week that I came to Kingston, first week I came, I lived at McGregor Gully, 4th Avenue, Rallington Town, with Ernest's aunt. That is Miss Etlin's sister, right? So it's the whole journey from my house through Miss Etlin, And to McGregor Gully, to my settling sister. But Ernest is still the one in charge of me. That's the bigger one.
So, because Dennis Brown, I'm switching a little bit. Dennis Brown made his first hit back in 1969, right?
Yeah.
69.
Because
so you guys knew each other?
Recording with long before Dennis. Dennis became a star as he came
out, yes.
Because we used to work with Byron Lee and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, man.
We were at the Black Man Studio One, Mr. Dad, so we struggled.
Oh.
But Dennis Brown was our child star, he was our Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I'll tell you some more about that.
Yes,
but,
yes. Oh.
After we came to the studio the following Monday, like the Sunday we came in for audition and stuff and everything, and Monday we turn up at the studio because Ernest and Peter go work now, Clarendonians, and we're there. Mr. Dad asked Ernest,
where
was I?
Dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Coxon Dad is the owner of Studio One.
Yeah.
And Studio One back then was the equivalent to Motown Records.
Yes.
In America. All the great musicians and artists you can think of, they were there at Studio One. So that was a real life college. Believe me. And so Ernest told him I was staying in Rallington town, and he said to Ernest, when you come in Monday, carry him stuff. And Ernest take up my little black bag, and we tried it on. We took a number 20 bus from Rallington town here, GOS bus again.
GOS bus.
And we came on to Brentford Road, and the rest was history. That Monday evening, that was the last time I was spending with Ernest.
Why is that?
Because Mr. Dad took me and had me living at his house in Pembroke Hall with his wife, Mrs. Dad, his daughter Sandra, Carol, Tanya, and his son, Junior. So I ended up living at Pembroke Hall with Mr. Dad.
You said something very, very interesting right now, and I never thought about it.
Well, a lot of people don't know because I don't talk a lot about it.
Right, but you said that Studio One is comparable to...
It is, to Motown.
To Motown. And then the other studio was
Duke Reed.
Duke Reed was comparable to the other mainstream.
Yeah, like you'd say, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Those were the two major
Never really thought about it that way, but you know something. It is reality.
No, I'm telling you, it is. So there's no way around that.
So out of Studio One came guys like Delroy Wilson.
All of them, and even some artists who recorded at Studio One. Recorded for Duke Reed too, like John Holt and other people. But it was really nice, and the competition was nice. It was like fit the sound of Philadelphia and Motown.
Yeah, so there was a competition.
Well, there was a very nice competition. The competition was who would produce the best music.
Right.
And that's what we ended up experiencing.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
So it's really nice to hear this kind of history because it's a part of our makeup of the music that we...
Yes, it's a part of how we end up where we are today.
Where we are.
So, continuing from there, after living at Mr. Dad's house now, that time my mom just come from country. I'm a 7-year-old, I look at you. I don't know nothing, I don't know if I put sentence together and talk to people and everything. So my thing is learning. So I really was always humble, just listening, because more I learn, so I listen. Because you can't talk if you don't know what to talk about.
Right.
So you listen and try learn, and that's been my thing. So I'm telling you that from 7 years old, I didn't get a chance to get the kind of schooling a youth my age deserves.
So you went to high school? You went to high school in Kingston?
No, I'm gonna tell you how it go.
Okay.
After living with Mr. Dad for a couple of months, he decided to board me out with a Christian family and send me to a school called St. Andrew Junior High on Hadley Park Road. So Ernest Wilson and myself, we went to St. Andrew Junior High. That school was right next to a soda factory named Liquid Food Soda Factory.
I don't know Liquid Food.
It was in Jamaica.
We know Liquid Food.
Things, right? So that's the school we went to. And Mr. Dad took care of all of that. So when we hear people say things about Mr. Dad, it really hurts sometimes because I know the beautiful gentleman that he is. And I can tell you that Mr. Dad have a Buick, a grey Buick motor car. Lee Scratch Perry used to wash that car. That was his job. And that license plate is AE231. Because I never forget that license plate from 63 to now. Because we look out for that car so much. We know it by heart.
Have you recorded anything with that name, or you put it anything that?
No, I haven't. You know,
you should.
Funny, but maybe I should. No,
yes,
I just say
you should.
I should.
If you remember that, because it's something to speak about.
Yeah, I mean that's the car driving every day.
Yes.
Drive to the airport, ship off records, everything. That grey Buick. And then he had a Cartina also, which is mom drive, and between those two vehicles was what we used to commute. And from there on, you know, it just became studio, home, school, studio, home, school.
And junior high, from junior high to which school?
No, I never went back to another school.
To another school from that?
The rest of schooling was at studio.
Oh my.
At Studio One.
So your life is all about
my life
music?
Is just about music, nothing else. Sometimes even now, today still, to be honest with you and honest with my fans, I still ask myself today,